Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. How's everyone doing? Hope your week has gone well, and I hope you have an even better weekend. Let me know you're here by leaving a comment in the chat. Thanks to those who have already left comments and clicked like. I really appreciate it. I really do. So, tonight we will be watching Ready to Love. We are on episode 8, season 7. The title of this one is Nair in the Hair. So I can't wait to see how in the world they came up with that title. I hope it's not just because of Morgan's incident. I watched the episode a little earlier, but I didn't have a chance to really focus because I was working. I cannot believe I worked 15 hours today. As you know, I'm an accountant, so we have to reconcile the month on the first Friday. And we wanted to push to finish everything tonight so we wouldn't have to work tomorrow, or so not as many people would have to work tomorrow. That was the original plan. And we did, we met. And so I pulled a 15-hour day. I can't believe it. But now I'm excited because I get to hang with y'all for an hour watching Ready to Love. So the way this goes, for those who are new, we will watch the show at home on your device, wherever you are, however you watch cable TV. We'll watch it. I'll mute while the show is on so we can focus. And then I'll unmute during the commercial breaks. Hopefully I don't fall asleep. But I'll unmute during the commercial break so we can chat about what we saw. I'll try to go through the comments and give my input as well. Thank you all for the support. Make sure you're clicking like, leaving a comment, and share it out. If you know someone who watches Ready to Love or even Married at First Sight, we do the same style show on Wednesday nights for Married at First Sight, which comes on Lifetime, and the show Ready to Love Tonight comes on the OWN channel, so Oprah Winfrey Network. Make sure you're tuning in. I think the show will start in about a minute. So you got about a minute to get your water, your juice, whatever your choice of snack is. And the episode will be rolling. Let me see who else is here with us. I was not even showing my previous comments. I know Money T was here earlier. I thought I was going to be able to go live at 8 Eastern when the show aired originally, but nope, I was still working. Let me see. Looks like, okay, Money T said she remembered those days as a coder. Woo. I've looked at coding jobs as well, but I like accounting. Guess I can stick with it a little while longer. All right, y'all, looks like the show is about to start. So I'm gonna mute and I'll be back during the commercial break. All right, so we're in the episode. We are meeting the exes of the ladies tonight. So it starts out in the lounge, of course. Tommy letting the ladies know what's going to go on. And Miss Jeffrey pulls Tommy to the side and basically says she's not going to be bringing an ex. And her reasoning was pretty decent, I guess. She said I guess her past two relationships were the fathers of her two children, or the donors, let's say, of her children. One guy she dated 12 years. She hasn't heard from him in 6 years. The other guy she dated about 3 years. And basically, from what it sounds like, once she got pregnant, he did not want to be a dad. So he decided it was best for him not to be around. That is a tough situation for Jeffrey. And she just, I guess she just won't be bringing anyone. Could she bring like a close guy friend or something? That's kind of tough because what type of relationship do her children have with men? That's the first thing I think about. But on to Morgan, she brings her ex, Junior. And that's where we got the show's topic tonight, Nair in the hair, because she put Nair in her ex's hair. Now, why did they make that the topic, though? Is somebody else going to say they did the same thing? I just don't understand how they made Nair in the hair the title of tonight's episode just based on Morgan alone. I don't like it. Hey, Miki, thank you for joining. Hello, and Angel, I saw your comment earlier. You said you probably won't be on too long. It is definitely late. I worked late, had a 15-hour work day, but I still wanted to come live. I always forget that they have the second show on Friday, but I remembered it like around 8 when I was about to cancel the live, and I was like, wait a minute, I think they'll have another one, and thankfully they do. But yeah, Angel, thanks for stopping by. I hope you saw my comment to you before I left. Are you watching it now, Miki? It's starting out meeting the exes, so I can't wait to see everyone's ex, and then we can decide if it's a real ex, if it's a fake ex. I think Morgan really did bring her real ex. She said she put the Nair in his hair because she thought he was cheating. So I don't know how to feel about that one now, because I don't play about cheating. Listen, you better not even let me think you cheating. Because, baby, you going to wish it was just Nair in the hair. Okay. Mickey says every guy looks like a strong cologne wearer, can almost smell them through the TV. I don't see that. What in the world? Y'all crack me up. See, y'all be seeing stuff. Y'all know how to word stuff. I don't even know, but I did like the guy's braids. All right, y'all, it's back on. I'm gonna mute. Lord have mercy, y'all. Cynthia brought her little ex slash father of her children around, which I think was a good idea. I like that. I like when they bring the really the person that's going to be there around. I always say that about the men. Like, why don't they bring the mother of their children around? That's who we want to see, not just the regular ex, but the ex that we're going to have to deal with in real life because they're in your children's life. But OMG, Cynthia's ex, James, was a mess. He was aggressive. Um, I hope he's not like that in real life. Like, just let that lady date. If Cynthia wants to date somebody, trust, that she'll pick the right guy to be respectful around your child and a good role model because that is important. But ooh, James, ooh, I did not like him. He was like another, oh gosh. I don't know. He just was so aggressive and just kept going and going and going at Andre. And he just kept asking me, and how do I know you're telling the truth? You don't. You just met these people. And Anthony said it best. If you gave me your 100% support, it would be suspect because you just met me. So you should feel like, do I trust this person or not? So, Lord, Cynthia, how do you deal with that on a daily basis? Oh, goodness. So, Anthony has a 5-year-old. It's good to know Andre doesn't have any children, but Andre did kind of lose some points, little twists, because he kept talking about his accomplishments instead of, focusing on the question that the ex was asking about children and, past relationships. He wanted to focus on his accomplishments. So both of the men ended up leaving early. Andre left first, and then Anthony got up and left a little later. But yeah, they really were not feeling James's energy, and neither was I. And it doesn't look like Cynthia was either because before she and James left, she was like, I need a shot. It was good to see a different side of Cynthia, though. I could see how she and James can get along or, how they behave, I guess, behind the scenes. But still, overall, I think it's a good idea to bring the real ex is going to be around, the one that's the mother or father of your children. So, good idea. Make sure you all are clicking like and please subscribe if you haven't already. I see a few people watching, but I don't see any new comments. So please leave a comment. Also, shout out to Replay Gang. Thank you all for coming back and supporting my channel. You all help run the numbers up and get me out into the algorithm. So I really appreciate it. All right, the show's back on. Let me mute. All right. Looks like the dates with the exes have ended. We had Mercedes brought her ex Armand. So she decided to bring Anthony and Mark Anthony. The ex said that he doesn't see Mark Anthony as a husband. And I can see that too. Mark Anthony is a little on the younger side, has a little ways to go as far as, maturing. And then I think most of these women have children. Mark Anthony does not. So that is a big deal in my mind as well, especially if he wants children. So Anthony is winning because Anthony also went on a date with Sue Ann. And Sue Ann's ex said Blake is not it. Blake claims he does not do conflict, but I'm like, yeah, right. You don't do conflict, but you just shut down. You give your little jabs and shut down. So I'm like, yeah, that's why, you don't do conflict. And the reason that came up was because Sue Ann's ex Paul asked, how does Blake handle conflict? He was like, oh, I don't do conflict. But the ex prefers Anthony and says that Blake doesn't seem ready to settle down, which was very interesting because Blake has been in the bottom multiple times. And it's like, we just cannot get rid of this man. He just keeps coming up like he has 9 lives. It's like, is he a dog? Oh my goodness. Okay, but Marcia bought her ex Mark, and her dates was Blue and Tony. Now, how in the world did she end up with those two? Because they are totally different people. Blue is just calm, laid back, seems kind of shy. Tony, total opposite, outspoken, doesn't really care about anything, just says whatever he wants to say. Blue kind of made me cringe because I guess Mark asked about, like, who's number one, and he was like, I don't have a number one, I have 2 number twos. The honesty kind of stings. I appreciate it, but I was like, wow, you really gonna tell them you have 2 number twos? Nobody's number one. And I guess that's why he got sent. Oop, don't let me give the spoiler. Almost messed up because I did watch the show briefly earlier while I was working. I was trying to watch it. But yeah, it looks like I don't know. I can't believe they didn't I don't know. I can't believe they just didn't have more conversation this time. And then too, I can't believe it because usually the women are the ones that can bring out the conversation. So yeah, the conversations weren't all that, but it seems the men were quick to point out who they like, who they don't like. So I guess that's a good thing. I wonder, will Sue Ann listen to her ex, being that he said Blake was a no? Is Sue Ann gonna listen, y'all? We will see. It's back on. I was taken aback. This little connection with Jeffrey and Andre just came out of nowhere. Were y'all expecting that? I was not expecting this little segment. So Jeffrey starts off by saying, they hadn't really talked or whatever since, Andre went home. He had the Rona, but they're back now. So I guess they hadn't really been dating, but looks like Andre cooked a nice little meal for Jeffrey at his house. But woo, if y'all have been listening, y'all know I love a view and a balcony. And oh my goodness, does Andre have a nice view and a nice balcony? That will definitely set the mood. I love a nice balcony or even like a kind of closed in patio. Okay, Andre. That was a good little touch. But the kiss. Oh, okay, before the kiss. He was feeding her the little rice and meats and things or whatever. That was cute. Um, I hope he washed his hands. Y'all know I gotta ruin the moment. I hope he washed his hands. But yeah, looks like the food was good. Jeffrey seemed to enjoy it. She said it was seasoned well, said it smells good. Andre poured out the roses. So thoughtful. But then after their little dinner, they had a little passionate kiss. I mean, the staring in the eyes and stuff. I was like, huh, where did this come from now? I think out of the other men, because y'all know Jeffrey likes Blue and Mark Anthony. I don't think Mark Anthony is ready for Jeffrey, her health and the children. Blue, maybe, but he's just so laid back. Blue is just too calm. I think Andre Little Twist may be it. I think he may be it. So Jeffrey, after they finished their little kiss and she went to the little confessional room, she was like, all I can say is, when are we getting married? What? Okay. Well, okay then. Well. So yes, y'all, that's where we are on the show. Let me find out. Jeffrey and Andre have a connection. And I bet Andre is going to run from Cynthia because Cynthia's ex was just too much. So Andre may say he don't want to sign up for that. But then two men can be competitive. So he may say, let me stay in the game with Cynthia just so I could prove the ex whatever wrong or get on his nerves as well. But looks like he has a easy way to go with Jeffrey because Jeffrey is all in, and I don't see any other competition for Andre and Jeffrey. I want Cynthia to have someone a little better, so I like Anthony for Cynthia. All right, y'all, it's back on, so I'm gonna mute. Okay, so here we are, almost at the end of the episode. Thank you to those who are watching with me live. Thank you also to those who will come back and watch the replay. It is greatly appreciated. Okay, so they have the deliberation with Uncle Nephew Tommy and the ladies. It looks like Blue and Blake are in the bottom. Mm, Let me see. I'm trying to think. Do I agree with it? I think so. Blue just, I don't know. Somebody, I forgot who it was, but they said that Blue was a decent guy. And I mean, okay, don't let me use the word decent. They said he was like a great catch. I just don't see it. I would go on trips with Blue and travel with Blue. That's about it. I don't see him really being like the alpha man. I think that's what these ladies need. And Blue just doesn't bring it. I don't even know what type of woman he would be good with. I'm trying to think through it. Blue, he's just so laid back, cool, calm, collective. And I don't know. Maybe he'll just be the guy who's single forever. You know, you see those older guys who just never get married. Maybe that'll be Blue. I don't know. So yeah, looks like Blue and Blake are up for elimination. The ladies really were not feeling them, but Miss Sue Ann, honey, Sue is still staying true to her Blake, even though her ex Paul told her he was not a good choice. So this makes me believe the rumors when people say, Blake is still around because of production, like maybe he's a plant. I wonder how Sue Ann would feel though to know that she fell for the plants. Oh gosh, and she was the reason he stayed around so long. Really can't wait for the reunion just for that conversation alone. Like, okay, where are y'all now? You held on to this man all season. Y'all better be engaged when we see you at the reunion because everybody wanted that man out of here. And Sue Ann is just holding on for dear life to Blake. For why? For why? Oh, goodness. So we'll see, though, what happens. They may surprise us and send Blake home. That's what I've been saying for the longest. Send Blake home. Oh, my goodness. I would love to see who he brings, though, as a friend or an ex or whatever. Because I'm like, who put up with this man? But I did hear he was married at one point, maybe married more than once. And I saw that Blake's exes have been coming out giving their opinions. I would too. People have been talking bad about the exes, but I'm like, if my man or my ex man was on this show, let me give my 2 cents. Let me give you your fair warning. All right, y'all, the show is back on. All right, y'all. We are getting down to the end of the episode. My mic don't want to let me be great. But I was saying we're getting down to the end. This is the end of the episode, and the couples are dwindling down. So I'm not sure what's going to happen next week, but Blue is out of here. Blue was eliminated. It was Blue versus Blake. And of course, they had to keep Blake around a little while longer. So we're stuck with him another episode. But Blue is out of there. It was an okay call, I guess. So we'll see what happens next week. The men are going to bring their best friends. So the ladies are going to get to meet the best friends. And hopefully, we'll learn a little bit more about the guys. That's what I'm looking for, honestly, from the male friends, or, maybe they'll bring the women friends. I'm not sure. So, yeah, thank you all for supporting. Thank you for staying up late with me. It is now midnight here in North Carolina on the East Coast. So I'm glad I was able to come live and still chat with the few of you who stopped by. I know this is not my normal time, but I thank you all just the same. Looks like it's a different crowd this time of night because I saw some different names that I had not seen before. So thank you all equally for the support. Make sure you click like, make sure you subscribe, and be sure to share my video. Also, y'all check me out on Facebook. My Facebook page is Kimberly Reviews. On Instagram is Kimberly Reviews underscore. So I'm trying to grow my pages. I think I have about 700 on Facebook. I'm not sure about Instagram, but yeah, just check me out on my social media platforms. I really appreciate the support. Also, make sure you all check us out on Sunday on Ashley Aubrey's channel. We do a recap of Married at First Sight and Ready to Love. So be sure to go and subscribe so you'll get the notifications. And if nothing else, I'll see you back here Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern for Married at First Sight. Same style show. We'll watch and chat starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And I think I'll be back next Friday. Not 100% sure because I watched The God and it looks like they may skip 2 weeks of episodes, but I'll check for sure. So just check back in the next few days and you will see the live pre-schedule if I'll be live on Friday for Ready to Love. If not, I'll see you guys. I might do a pop-up live. If they don't do shows back to back, I may give you all an extra live and we'll just chat like we used to do old times and catch up. So that's it, y'all. Make sure you're doing your self-care activities. Take care of you. Do something special for yourself. Don't just spend all your money on bills. Take care of you. You deserve it. So thanks again, y'all. I will see you next time.